everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Eva, and today we are building a multi-family home in The Sims 4. So, in honor of The Sims 4 for Rent expansion pack coming out on December 7th, I decided that it was time for me to get back into building and build something for multiple families. So, I was thinking before I started building this, maybe I can make like just 2 Sims or an adult sim and a child sim for each one, and then I thought maybe I can do one rental unit. It's going to be like a single mom and her kid, and then the next one like the second one, it's going to be a single dad and his kid. So that's what I was thinking for like the storyline purposes of this. Like maybe you can play as one of them and rent the home to the other person and their family, and that's what I was thinking. So I'm building this in Newcrest on the Cookout Lookout lot. I keep forgetting a lot of words, so if I mess up on some words, please forgive me. I'm not really well spoken these days, or I've never been well spoken. That's actually the case there. And so as you can see that there's a lot next to it. That was kind of like my practice lot, and it's a much bigger one than this house is going to be. And there were some like technical difficulties when I was building this one, so I decided to leave it in. Not every single mistake that I made, but you know, I fiddled a lot with the way I wanted it, and this here is probably where I made the mistake. And so this is I was like looking on Pinterest and looking for multifamily home house plans. I like to get most of the house plans that I get that I build on from like house plan websites and stuff like that, because I'm not very creative when it comes to those. So I like just looking at an outline or floor plan and building from there. And so I was really excited when I built the first one and saw that I was actually doing really good on it. And I was really excited that it came out the way I wanted it to on the other house next door. So this is probably where it was starting to go downhill, or this is the precursor to my mistake, building that little pentagonal shape here on like the bay window area. At first it was only supposed to be a bay window on the first floor, but during my practice build, when I would try to roof it, and then I had the stairs upstairs and all that, you know how it kind of cuts into the interior. So I had that problem, so I decided to double it just like the one across the lot, and I decided to double it like this. And I ran into the problem that they're not supposed to be equal, but I really wanted it to be equal, so that's kind of what happened here. But I'm building this in honor of The Sims 4 for Rent coming out on December 7th. And I'm really excited because it's all about property management. And that's something that I've been wanting to implement into my builds for a while. And I've been wanting to not really be a property manager, but live among other Sims and not have to like manage their lives. So I think that's going to be a very creative aspect of it. Like I'm looking through the post on the EA website, and it just looks really cool. It's like a Southeast Asian inspired world, and I think it's really cool. I'm like really excited to have, I think you can have like 8 or 10 Sims on it. I'm not really sure, but like having a basement you can rent out, or making a duplex or building apartment complexes. I think that's going to be really fun for us to explore. Right now I'm working on just like outlining the landscaping, choosing like the trees I wanted. I really like this tree that comes with cats and dogs. It's really cute, and I like the way it looks, especially with the little shadows on it. And I decided to put 2 cars there and make like a little driveway just to utilize some of the space, because I didn't want to move the lot to a smaller one, because then I feel like it wouldn't be enough space, because these Sims would most likely have kids. So I wanted to give like a more realistic like lot size, because I'm really bad with utilizing space in this game. So I decided to like fence it off and put like some flowers and rocks and stuff. And I even put this cute little bike there as well. And that's where I started to like get a little happy that it's coming together because I was like, hey, I don't really know how this is gonna go, but it was coming out really well to me. And I'm just like checking the different lighting and like fiddling around. I haven't built anything in a really long time. I've been in Korea for the last year since, and then I came back in August. Or no, I came back in September, at the beginning of September. So since then, I haven't really built anything. So this is probably the first thing I've built in a very, very long time, and especially when it came to recording stuff. Um, it's not the first thing. I think the first thing I built since coming back was a vampire home, which I'm gonna try to see if I can get that footage and put it on the channel because I did it on stream, and so I want to see if I can actually get it done and get it edited down and see if I can get it because unfortunately the audio wasn't there, so I'll have to do like a voiceover for it all over again, even though I did it on stream and I was talking the whole time, but it didn't work. So but back to this build, I'm just like decorating with different rocks and plants and stuff. The landscaping part was actually really fun, and I decided to put like a small porch instead of big porches that I usually do. I felt like it was more realistic to have like that small walkout instead of having a big covered porch like I would usually have. And then I'm just going in and adding like smaller details, like adding the I keep forgetting what they're called. um like the posts. I'm adding those to the edges of the building, and actually I had a lot of trouble doing this. I had trouble putting those on the outside. As you can see, I'm like running around like why isn't it working? So I decided, hey, maybe I'm going to put this on so I could put the borders on there, and then you can see my mouse is like, hey, what's going on? Like, why aren't you letting me put it on there? And it took me like a good 10 minutes to probably get it. So this is probably where it started going downhill because I realized that I shouldn't have put those 5-sided areas in the same space, like in the same distance away from each other. Like they shouldn't. I did it wrong. So I started like fiddling around with the floor plan again, bringing this one out so that it ends up being longer than the other one. And this is kind of where it's like, it's not really, it's like it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. So once again, I'm trying to get those posts on there again, and it took me forever. Like it had to get it in the specific spot. I had to move my mouse in a specific place for me to get it. And it's bad. But another thing that I want to do is I'm going to try and create a save file. I want to create a save file so badly. Even though I'm not like a super good builder, I think that's okay. I want to build it in the way that I'm comfortable with. So not having extravagant builds and stuff like that. I want to just build it and be happy with what I build. Like these aren't like this house right here isn't very complicated, but I can the different elements that I use can make it look nicer than it would normally. There are a lot of different aspects that I want to put into a save file, like have more community lots that have different multi-uses. Like I want to have parks that also have little areas where they can, like I want to have a park with like a recreational part of it, even though we have a recreation center, but I want a cafe that doubles as like a library, stuff like that, or place where your Sims can meet and read. I also want to just play with parts of the game that I don't do on a normal basis. There's actually a lot of time that I spend in this game not actually playing the game. I'm mostly making Sims, or I'm fiddling around with builds or apartments. So I actually like to make a save file where I want to play the game or play parts of the game like I've never done before. Like for example, I want to be able to have a file with minimum amount of mods. Like I don't want to have to rely on mods completely to play the game. I think I was inspired a lot by like Ocean Sims, who she for her at the beginning of her Lovesick let's play, or her Lovesick series, she didn't use that many mods, and I really was inspired by that, and having she inspires me a lot when it comes to series and stuff, and character creation and just gameplay. She makes me want to just sit down for hours and like just play the game and let the Sims live their lives and but create a story, but let them make their own decisions and also create drama too. So there's some ideas that I have that I feel like I'm too scared to let shine. So I'm just trying to get over that fear and just make the content that comes to my mind. Um, so I probably should tell you what's going on right now. So I'm kind of fiddling. This is where I realized that I kind of messed up the floor plan by putting those like bay windows in the same space. Like they shouldn't be equal to each other for each one. So I'm kind of like fiddling around and moving stuff, trying to see like what works, what doesn't work. Most of it didn't work. So I'm like moving stuff. I'm like, okay, maybe they should be right here. So I ended up making the entrances equal, and I'm ending up changing everything. So it was definitely a hassle, but I left it in because I wanted to be okay with having those mistakes. I'm not a really good builder, and I understand that completely. So I want to give myself the grace by making those mistakes. I'm not gonna leave all of the parts in, but that's what I'm gonna try to do, because I ended up fixing it kind of the way I should have fixed it, and then there's just some rooms that are a little bit bigger than others. Like the floor plans aren't exactly equal, so each floor should have a bathroom for the shared spaces, like a smaller bedroom and a bigger bedroom, and that's kind of where it ends up happening. And so I think that's so I think the problem of me like being able to accept the fact that I'm not good at certain aspects of the game, and that's completely okay. I think I'm working on that a lot more. So that's definitely been hard, but I'm finally accepting it. So for this house, they should have 2 bathrooms. I'm thinking for if you do the single parents, in each one, the single parent has the bigger bathroom, or the single parent has the bigger bedroom, and then the kid. I'm thinking maybe toddlers actually for this one. I didn't put like a lot of furniture. I actually made this as a move-in ready home. Because I wanted to, I didn't know exactly who was going to live here. And then I also wanted to give the real life aspect of like, hey, sometimes when you move into an apartment or you move into a house, it's completely empty except for your appliances. So, and not even all of the appliances come with it. So that's what I was thinking about this one. Like you have like your toilet, your sinks, your bedroom, not bedroom, your kitchen, just forgetting all the words, your refrigerator, stuff like that, your refrigerator, stove, sink, all that stuff comes with it. I think this bill came out around, it's not a starter home unfortunately, but I kind of made it for Sims who are already like moving in, like they're established in their jobs or whatever, so they can afford to move here. I don't know what the renting system will be like actually if once this comes out. I'm not completely sure on how it will work, but if it's like one where you can set the rent, or like it has like a specific amount so you can actually profit from it, I think that would be a nice thing to do. Because I don't know, I'm just really curious on how this is gonna work out. So I'm working on the kitchen. I used the stuff from Parenthood because I think those are perfect cabinets and drawers for family Sims. I think that's one of my favorite sets when it comes to cabinets and stuff. And I tiled it off and stuff like that. This section is going to be the like the guest bathroom. So if you just come in and need to use the bathroom, you can do that. And I realized I made it really small. But I was trying to see if I could fit the shower in here, but I was like, no, there's not really a reason for me to put the shower in here because it's just a guest bathroom. There's no bedrooms on this floor anyway, so I ended up taking it out because it obviously wasn't gonna fit. I also used that little thing from the Everyday Clutter Kit, the little toilet paper roll, and I really like that one. I've been trying to put those things in the houses what that I make. It's ever since it came out. I do forget, but I really like it. And then in this second unit, you can see that the that the kitchen is bigger. The kitchen is bigger than the other one, so they're not completely the same size. So so I messed up there, but I think it'll work out fine. It's just one of those that will be like a little more expensive than the other one. I guess this one could be your main room, like if you're the tenant that's living here, or if you're the property owner and you live in this one, it has a bigger kitchen than the other one that you're renting out. So I think that's better. I think that's better than that one. I'm really glad that this is coming together though. There's different parts that I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like the outside, I didn't know if it was gonna work or not, but it came in. So the second unit is just gonna be a little bit bigger than the other one, like some aspects of it, and then some aspects of the other one are just, as it is. So I'm just here adding the different doors and stuff. These are base game doors. For the most part, I use the base game doors. I use the base game lighting, and now I'm just adding the base game shower. And then I'm gonna use a tiny living toilet. I'm using this trick that I saw on TikTok where you can use a 4x4 bathroom and make it functional by scooting your toilet all the way over to your right and having a sink on that far corner in there. So you can see that the bathroom is bigger here, so definitely be the property owner if you want to have the bigger space, that you can use this one instead. But that's pretty much it. This is a move-in ready home, like I said before, so you don't really have to have I don't think it's like affordable, so we probably can do a little bit of cheats or something. I didn't use like the debug plants and stuff, so the plants did add a cost to it. So I hope that this is good, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. You can find it on my gallery, evawins, and I hope to be posting some more building videos. So after this, we're gonna go into the screenshot. So I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope everyone has a good holiday. All right, goodbye.